Hi everyone, Jane Arandelovic here from Laying Waste Media, and I am with David Flintoff from SLURRYTUB here at the AWRE. David, how are you going?
Hello Jane, nice to be here.
Now, tell me all about SLURRYTUB. What is it? What does it do?
Well, SLURRYTUB is a very effective protected washout for a building site, for a job site. So any tradesman, contractor using cement or concrete on a building site needs to wash up at the end of the day or at the end of the job. SLURRYTUB provides a protected washout for those people on a job.
That's amazing. And you won the award yesterday, didn't you, at the Pitchfest?
I did.
And could you tell me what are the kind of key features of SLURRYTUB that makes it so unique?
We did win yesterday and against some stiff competition too, Jane, as you know. So we were fortunate enough to get across the line. But key features, I think, for SLURRYTUB is its simplicity. It is a simple, cost-effective way to control runoff and sediment on a building site. It's a particular challenge on a tight building site, how to manage washout. And SLURRYTUB provides a really quick and easy solution for tradesmen that can contain the contaminants, protect the environment and the stormwater drains from contaminants reaching the creeks, oceans and rivers, if you like, and then they deal with a dry waste. After the system has done its thing. The contents are collected in the bottom of the filter, the dried contents, and the tradesman deals with the dry waste and not a wet waste, and that's the key to it.
And can you give me a quick rundown on how it works? So it's essentially, this is the tub itself?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you can imagine a wheelbarrow at the front of the tub, this cutout is designed to accept the wheelbarrow standing up at the front of it, and then the tradesman goes around the front where I'm standing now and hoses out the contents of the wheelbarrow after he's washed his cement mixer, typically into his wheelbarrow, and he hoses the contents of the barrow. The filter and the tub system collects all the matter in the bottom of the filter, and then the draining process, the filtering process, starts straight away.
And tell me about the filter itself, which is this this that sits on top.
Yep, it's an industrial grade lab paper, high wet strength laboratory paper that does an amazing job separating the solids from the water down to about 25 microns, which is 0.25 of a millimetre, very small. So all the hard solids remain in the bottom of the filter, allowing for cleared filtered water to drain out the two outlets on the side of the tub, which can be collected by a typical adapter, a hose adapter, and then the water can be captured in a bucket and then reused and recycled on the job.
And the water that comes out of it, I mean, that's pure water. You can then hose your garden with it.
You can use it, on the next mix. If you're a trader, you can put it into the next mix when you're mixing up your next mix, or you can, use it on the garden. It's the clarity of the water is amazing. The filter does a terrific job. It's able to be recycled essentially in any way the user wants to. It's still elevated for pH because after using cement, it generates a high pH element, but it can be treated and dosed to get pH to neutral, and then you can release the water anywhere.
That's amazing. And it's the filters, you just buy the SLURRYTUB, and then you can buy filters to use with it.
The replaceable filters are the consumable item as part of the model. So you buy a 6-pack, or as you can see behind me, a 24-pack of filters that are around about, a cup of coffee, $6, around about $5 or $6 each, depending on how you buy the filters. And then once the contractor or the builder is in the system, he just replenishes the filters and continues with best practice on his jobs.
And it's very easy to use, isn't it? You've had a lot of great feedback from customers and clients on using it on site.
Absolutely. We've got a loyal and growing band of followers of SLURRYTUB, and that's what they all say to us. It is the simplicity is the product's beauty. It's not complex. There's no chemicals or complex process needed to be used. It is like a coffee filter for dealing with cement slurry, and you just dispose of the used consumable item at the end of the job and load up another filter for your next wash up.
Awesome. And can you tell me a little bit about the story behind SLURRYTUB?
I can. The inventor or founder of SLURRYTUB is a Sydney builder, a respected Sydney builder named Angus Hudson, who's actually watching this video right now. It's his idea, and he's dealing with the problem on his job sites for the last 30 years, essentially, and his brainchild, this is a product of his experience. So it works. It's a genuine solution to a genuine problem that is having to be dealt with on every job site in Australia, or around the world, to be honest.
Yeah, and you said yesterday at the Pitch Fest, there's a huge challenge around that wastewater and the wastewater coming from construction sites that's, going into the soil and going into the drainage and the stormwater, and more has to be done around standards. We think
so. We think the guidelines for industry need to be updated, and I know they're being looked at now, but I think, new innovation like this is not included when the standards and guidelines were written a number of years ago. So we think new innovation like a filter system, like a SLURRYTUB filter system, should be available as a recommendation to industry for when they're submitting their waste management plans. So their waste management plans for any development approval needs to include a way to manage runoff and sediment from a job site. And a filter system as such would be a great addition, either mandated or is included in guidelines, to really make sure best practice is being observed on a job site.
100%. Well, thank you, David, for your time in showing me SLURRYTUB. It's definitely, you can see why it won yesterday. It's an amazing product. It's an amazing Aussie innovation. So where can people find out more about SLURRYTUB? I know you're on Instagram.
We are. We've got a strong, loyal following and growing following on Instagram, all our social platforms. But our website's probably the best place to go, Jane, www.slurrytub.com. Lots of good content there, lots of testimonials from genuine tradesmen who are using it and really getting some benefit out of it. So I'd encourage all the viewers to go to the website first, and then they can contact us through there if they've got any particular queries about it. But thank you for the opportunity, Jane, and lovely to meet you.
No worries. Thank you, David.